Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is the practice set for lesson 105. I'm hoping to do the starred problems in a different video, so let's get started. There we go. Okay, so we're doing surface area. It says find the surface area of this rectangular solid. And what I'd like to show you is that we have a front, back, side, side, and top, bottom. These are all of the parts of this. Okay, so we can see that the front is 4 by 10, right? So the area of the front is 4 times 10, which is 40. And I have a front and a back, so I'm going to have to multiply that by 2. So now my area of the front and the back is 80. Now my side here is 6 by 4, since this is 4. So the area of the side is going to be equal to 4 times 6, length times width, which is 24. And I'm going to need to multiply that by 2 because I have 2 sides, and that's 48. And then the top and the bottom, so this is 6 by 10. 6 times 10, you can see this side is 6, this side is 10, so that's 60. We're going to multiply that by 2 because we have a top and a bottom, so that's 120. Now that we have all of these numbers, we're going to add them up. Let's see, 80 plus 48 plus 120, and I get 248, it says inches, for my surface area of this. Okay, let me change colors and let's do the next one. Find the surface area of this triangular prism. Okay, so one thing I know is I'm going to have to find, let's see, we have a front and a back. Okay, and these are triangles. Okay, so we're going to have to use the 1/2 8 times 6, which is 1/2 of 48, which is 24, but then I know I have 2, so I'm back to multiplying by 2, and I get 48 for the front and the back. Okay, and then I have this top side, a bottom side, and the other side, so I have 3 sides that I need to find the area of each side. This first side, we'll call that, we're just going to call that area. Okay, so 10 times 10 is the first side, and that's 100, and I just have one of those. Okay, and then this bottom side is 6 by 10. 6 times 10 is 60. And I don't have to multiply these by 2 because there's only one of each of these sides. And then the last side, let's see, is going to be 8 by 10. Which is 80. Now I have to add all of these up to include the 48. So I have 48 plus 100 plus 60 plus 80, and I get 288. That's my... Okay. C says find the area of the label on this can of tuna. So the label is just this part. Okay, and when let's say I cut the label off, it's going to look like a rectangle. Okay, and this is going to be 4, the height is going to be 4, but this side, this is going to be the circumference of this circle, because that's how long the label is going to be. So I know circumference is equal to pi d. This is my diameter here. So this is 3.14 times 10, because that's what they told us to use, which is 31.4. So this side is 31.4 and that side is 4. So my area of the label, which is length times width, is 31.4 times 4. That's a 4. Which is 125.6. Oh, I lost my, there it is. Okay, 125.6. Okay. And then D says, and I'm going to change colors, D says find the total surface area. Okay, so I've already found the surface area of the outside here. I just need to find the surface area of the top and the bottom. So I know that the top and the bottom are circles, and the area of a circle is pi r squared. So r is equal to 5, you know, half of 10. So I'm going to plug that in. 3.14 times 5 squared, which is 3.14 times 25, 5 times 5, which is, I get 78.5. Now remember, this is just for one of these, right? So I've got to multiply that by 2 because I have a top and a bottom. Times 2. I get 157, and then I'm going to add in my the label. Okay, so 125.6. And for my total surface area, I get 282.6. Okay. Okay. E, let me change colors. The diameter of a golf ball is 4 centimeters. Find the surface area of the golf ball to the nearest square centimeter. Okay, there is a formula for this. So hold on just a second. Okay, so this is a formula you might want to write down in your spiral. I'm trying to think if it's on a test or not, but the formula for the surface area of a sphere, which is what a golf ball is 4 pi r squared. So this is just for a sphere. And now we can plug in what we have, but because we know that r is equal to 4, it says use 3.14 for pi. So I have 4 times 3.14 times 4 squared, which is 4 times 3.14 times 16. 16, that's a 16, which is 4 times 3.14 times 16. I get 200.96 centimeters squared. All right, if the figure in problem B is attached to the figure in problem A, what is the total surface area combined figures? Okay, so let's go back and see what in the world they're talking about. Where's B? This one. Okay, if I put this on top of another of this box, then the bottom of this is going to go away and the top of this is going to go away because we just want the surface area, which is the outside, right? So let's see. So what, this is going to go away. And then the bottom part of this, 6 by 10, that's going to go away. But the rest of it is the same. Okay, the rest, we still have the front, the front and the back, the side to side, and then we still have the bottom, I guess, the top of this. And then here we still have the front and the back. We still have this side and that side, but we don't have the bottom. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do 248 plus 288. I get 536, but I'm going to subtract out, like here I'm going to subtract out 60, and I get 476, and then here I'm going to subtract out another 60 and get 416, and that's going to be my answer to this one. You see how it's on there? We're going to, yeah. And we just want the surface area. So is the surface area of F equal to the sum of the surface area? No, because two surfaces are no longer surfaces. They're inside. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here and do the starred problems on a different video. Please let me know if you have any questions.